the stock of the day, which is Ansell, reporting double-digit earnings growth, providing FY27 earnings per share guidance of between $1.58 and $1.70 per share. FY26 adjusted earnings were up 18.5% on an organic constant currency basis, with adjusted earnings margin improving 90 basis points to 15%. Sales grew 6.8% to $2.1 billion, supported by momentum in strategic markets, including the US at plus 10%. Ansell says it is offsetting effects of US tariffs and Middle East crisis cost inflation through its sourcing and through price increases. So really came out of the gates hot. Mark, it was the best performer on the 200.
Yeah.
Still up by 8%, but perhaps not as dramatic as the 16%.
Well, I think it might have even been 18 at one stage.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, look, there's been a bit of a history in this earnings season. We get a new addition to the team who's very much watching it from a day trading standpoint, and there's been a bit of an in and away. Like some of these stocks will open higher, settle back, and if they improve into the close, they usually go pretty well for the next couple of days. So yeah, but I mean, this was a super clean beat. And I think there was a fair bit of bad news sort of factored in, because there are so many tailwinds out of their control, and it's not a huge margin. The margins aren't massive on this business. But look, I mean, up 18 odd %, you're probably not buying there. But see how it goes from here. But they've been a steady performer. I think they're looking at getting some tariff refunds as well, following that Feb Supreme Court ruling. If they keep up the consistency, then maybe you might want to have a look at it over the course of the next month or so. Probably just say a hold. I think the good news is probably priced in now, but and it's not the kind of stock you could probably they don't grow quick enough to buy with momentum at multi-year highs.
Your earlier comment about it being a bit boring. I mean, but sometimes you need a bit of boring in your life.
You do need a little bit of boring in your life, that's for sure. Particularly in this market sometimes. So, but yeah, no, look, I think keep an eye on it. If there's a broader pullback, you might look to buy it to get a bit of boring in your portfolio. But yeah, just a hold for us for now. But yeah,
David, technically, how's it looking?
Yeah, it's not boring technically.
Okay.
No.
If you look at the charts, the last year and a half, it's tested resistance level at $38. So where it's back to now, so you can see where it was previously, and that was about November, December. 38 fell to $26, and then now look, it's rebounded here to. So from a share, just a charting perspective, it's had a slingshot move here from the lows in May. Gapped up this morning at near $42, so I would have taken profits on that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be buying it up here. I'd be certainly holding on that result. Really great result across the top line, bottom line, it's a really sticky business, great business, Ansell. So very defensive, but great result. And but up here I wouldn't be buying it, because you can see after that gap up this morning, it's pulled back quite sharply, back to that what we call a resistance level technically. So it's a hold. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. All right, Ansell, perhaps not the most exciting stock of the day, but nonetheless a hold for both of my guests.